August 8th, we begin one of 3 of the most volatile months of 2025, according to Bazi Chinese Astrology. And so in this video, we're going to unpack in depth what the forecast is for us collectively through the month of August, and I will also add the flying stars Feng Shui at the end. So this will be a long video. Sit back, enjoy, and welcome. My name is Lydia Griffith. This is the Feng Shui and Bazi Chinese Astrology channel. On this channel, I often read the charts of famous people, and that being said, I will be putting out an update for August for the United States and for President Trump, just because there just seems to be so much happening here in the United States this year, and I think it's important that we keep tabs on all of it as best we can. So if this is of interest to you and you're curious to know more about Bazi Astrology, please like, hit the bell, and subscribe. And hey, even consider becoming a member so that you can get some of the fun perks that come with that. So again, welcome. Let's get into it. I am reading from 2 blogs that I've put on the Karma Chameleon website. I'll put links below. And I have to say, friends, this is the time. We've made it past the halfway point of this year of the snake, a transformative time for every one of us, every country, every leader. We are all witnessing and experiencing, for some of us very intensely, this time of great change. So, I think that it's important for us to really know, what is your Bazi Astrology? I do use the app, and I recommend the app because I think it's probably one of the few out there that also has the English translation. It's not all in Chinese. So Bazi Hero is that app. It's a little glitchy. I don't agree with all of its interpretation. And I can just tell you, I use ChatGPT, and they often are wrong. I was curious one day and decided to try it out with my birthday and time. Wrong. Just telling you, it was flat out wrong. And then when I corrected it, it was like, oh yeah, sorry about that. And it's like, really? So be really mindful when you're using these AIs that you're not going in with some blind faith. Do your research, right? All right, so all these things. The reason this month is so volatile, and we're going to get into all of it, is because we have a semi-fire penalty with the monkey and our year of the snake. And I'm going to now dive in and give you the full Bazi for August 8th, 2025 begins according to the Chinese calendar. We don't use the Gregorian calendar. We use more of a lunar calendar. So August 8th, we have a Yin Earth Rooster Day and a Yang Wood Monkey Month and a Yin Wood Snake Year. Now, part of the issue is also that the stem is in conflict with the branch, meaning that the yang wood sitting on top of the monkey, which is yang metal, is opposition, just like an axe cutting down a tree, confrontational. Now, the rooster day is in harmony because Earth produces metal. So that earth stem is favorable for the day. But the issue is that the stem of the day does not interact with the flow of the rest of the chart. It is the signature piece of your Bazi Astrology, is that day stem is your element, and everything in your astrology emanates from that. Your relationships, your health, your wealth, your talents and skills, your challenges in life, and your gifts. All of it is there. So I'm going to break this down in 3 big pieces, and then there's a lot of little pieces. So here we go. Number 1 is there is no flow to this chart, since the stem of Earth for the day cannot qualify, like I just said. So you have 2 metal branches. The rooster is yin metal, the monkey is yang metal. And they're coming up against the wood stems, yang wood for the month, yin wood for the year. And then you have fire sitting next to the monkey, because the snake is yang fire. So you've got the yang fire of the snake next to the yang metal of the monkey. Okay. And the wood stems feed the fire of the snake, creating a truly inflamed, fiery situation. Given all the metal that's there, we can say that inflamed situation is now explosive. Whether we're talking about current wars, like battles going on between world leaders, battles going on between countries, all the different things, and also our own lives, depending on your own chart. This could land super personal. It could just be little weird things going on through your month. But again, I would love to know your Bazi Astrology to know how much of this is truly going to impact you. So, number 2 is the rooster and the monkey partner up. All right. And they are partnering up to create a semi-metal trio. So when we've got now more metal up against this wood and fire, all the wood feeding the fire, it's like ammunition, right? It's creating this situation that feels like a control battle for control. It feels very inflamed emotionally. Nobody's wanting to back down. Number 3 is that this is the second of 3 big months marking conflict with the year of the snake. Our first one being how we started this year. Anybody want to look back to February? Holy cow. President Trump came in like a wrecking ball, just like I predicted. If you want to go digging back in all those videos I did about the presidential election, and when he won, here we go. He's going to come in like this, and just saying, these readings I give, my friends, are all astrology. So when I get really lit up and excited, I'm excited about the astrology. When it comes to all these players in our world, these leaders and whatever, celebrity people, even countries, I try to stay as neutral as humanly possible. I am just looking at astrology. Welcome your comments, but please keep them kind and respectful. Appreciate that. Okay, so just like in February, now we have the second one, which is because the fire penalty is the tiger, the snake, and the monkey. So when it's a semi-penalty, we just have two of those animals at play. But this is going to be the real mark of August. Whenever we have a tiger day, it'll be a full fire trio. Those days will be so problematic, and I'm going to get into how this punishment or penalty plays out. Now, if you have a pig in your chart, and I know the pig is the enemy of the snake, but here's the thing. One of the things that creates this penalty is the tiger is the beginning of spring. The snake is the beginning of summer. The monkey is the beginning of fall, and the pig is the beginning of winter. If you have all 4, it is solid. It's a complete story. But without one of them in place, you've got a penalty. especially if you take the pig out, now we've got a full penalty. Why? Because we don't have the complete story. So we've now got a punishment penalty situation. We need the pig to square this off. It's kind of like trying to drive a car with 3 wheels. But in the same way, if you just have the snake facing the pig, that's opposition. Because the pig is yang water, the snake is yang fire. Winter and summer, confrontational. So you can also, so for right now, this month of August, what we're really focused on is the penalty, the punishment with the snake and this monkey. But if you've got the pig in your chart, this could be very interesting for you because you're looking at the pig bringing in the potential for you being catapulted with success in getting a new job, a new relationship, a windfall of money, something suddenly happening for you. So we're going to pay attention to when the pig shows up in the month of August. Because when the pig shows up, it's going to ease the burden. So remember that. Pig days ease the conflict. Tiger days, full fire penalty. So these are important things to take note of. As I go ahead, remember I do weeklies and dailies as far as readings for you guys. So the fire penalty can incite panic attacks, feeling overwhelmed, anxious, stressed, having digestive issues, mental health issues. It can also suggest wandering, like the need to feel like you belong somewhere. And so you join a group or you get involved with something that turns into a cult. Like joining a yoga ashram and you find out that the leader is, a sexual predator. How many of those have we had come out in the public, just stuff like that. Or you join a gang. This is like, and it's funny because even like some of these groups that we join and can be a good thing in the beginning, but then they turn bad. It can be like that too. And you may also notice, because of that fire, inflammation in your body, heart health, circulation issues, and also possibly affecting your liver. The rooster is all about communication. So the fact that we have that stamp of the rooster flavoring this month of August really is going to highlight communication. What you say and how you say it. Because it lends itself to abuse of power, like we've got any of that going on in the world. Confrontation, inflamed conversations, tongue-tied, fork-tongued, and all the rest. Yeah. So watch your words. A wise old man once said, "Words are like birds. Once you open your mouth and you say what you say, it's really hard to take them back." Yeah. So also take a look at the flying stars. And again, I'll put links to the blog so you can look at all my happy words because it's a lot of information. Because August, all the flying stars come home to roost. They're all in their home directions, which means things are either going to be really great or really wretched. And we're going to get into that in the second part of this video. Yeah. One interesting caveat with the Bazi Astrology is that metal and fire For all my crypto friends out there and for investors in particular, when it comes to money, money is a metal element, and fire shines it. In business, interestingly enough, specific to business, competition, fire and metal, that alchemical interaction, is beneficial because it stimulates growth. Just like, for instance, if you've got like a toy store and another toy store opens across the street and you've got, this is confrontation. You're being challenged. So what are you going to do? You're going to do your job even better. Maybe you're going to run a sale, maybe promotions. You're going to be stimulated to actually do your job better because you've got competition now. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, right? So again, remember, this is collective astrology. What's your Bazi astrology, and what is your current luck cycle? What period of your life are you currently in, and how is that impacting your life? So it's a time in our collective lives to take a serious look, friends, at how are you doing your life? You can choose, and I have said this many times in the last now 8 months. We have 2 choices in life. Always, always, at least 2. One is you can focus on the shit show going down all over the world. Maybe in your work, maybe in your family, wherever. What are you focused on? Okay. Or option number 2, you can choose to focus on your own health this month of August and look at how you can make that happen. So I got a journal prompt for you. Start the first sentence of your journal prompt with this. This is what I know. Don't think too much about it. Let the first thing that pops into that brilliant brain of yours hit the page. This is what I know. Number 2, this is what I am ready to face. This is what I am ready to face. Number 3, this is what I am ready to release. And look at, wow, my eyes just landed. The day after the start of this month is a full moon in Aquarius. Holy smokety smokes, because this is a perfect time for you to do this journal prompt on the full moon. What are you ready to release? What's come to completion? What are you not going to put up with in your life anymore, including your own attitude and your own way of doing life? Let's change things up. Let's get out of that rut. So you ready for this? I got a survival guide for you. The survival guide for August is this. 1, I've got 7. Here it is. Daily self-care of meditation, self-reflection, prayer. Any of that beautifulness, give it to yourself. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you can do. And the best is to bookend your day like that. Start with it, end with it. Quiet, stillness, silence. Number 2, spending time in nature. You know I love this. Nature is medicine. It is our first medicine cabinet. Get out there. You live in the city? Go to a park. Find a patch of grass. Find a tree. Who cares if you look like a freak? Hug it. Hug the tree. Hug the tree like your life depends on it. Breathe in deeply. because the benefits are amazing. There's all kinds of cool stuff that goes on. Your nervous system calms down, your immune system boosts up, your mood boosts up. It's great if you struggle with depression, anxiety, stress. And it leaves you feeling refreshed. Who doesn't want to feel refreshed? Come on. Number 3, reduce spending time on your apps, your screens, all of it. Set time limits for the things that you get on the most. Limit the amount of news you look at to 15 minutes a day. Choose things like this video, or other astrologers, people that have an uplifting message for you if you're going to be on the screens. But avoid all the noise. We'll leave it at that. Number 4, do something every day that makes you laugh or brings you a spark of joy. Anything. 5, be far more mindful of any activities, including driving, traveling, sports, making repairs, heavy labor. Just be more mindful. The semi-fire penalty can lead to defamation, loss of money, things like bankruptcy, lawsuits, divorce, relationships falling apart, partnerships falling apart, being unemployed. I mean, it is the shit show of life, I'm sorry to say. Now, again, it's a semi-penalty. So we got to really look out for those tiger days when that is complete. We also want to look out for our pig days. Those pig days are when we can lift up and take a mighty exhale. Yeah. So stay tuned for, again, my weekly and daily readings. 6, mindful breaths. I've been doing some breathing with you guys. And it's the best breath you can do, in my humble opinion, is a 3-part breath. It gives you 7 times more oxygen than you would have in a normal breath, because most of us breathe very shallowly, and we're bent over looking at screens, especially on our phones and tablets. And notice that also for children. When we lean forward, our heart and our lungs are caved in. It also puts strain on our neck muscles. So when we open up, right? Wow. All of a sudden our lungs are open. So let me scoot back here a bit. So yeah, like notice your posture so that your shoulders are back and relaxed. Breathe into your belly, big balloon. Lift that breath to your chest, all the way up to the top of your lungs. Hold. Exhale. Keep doing that breath. And notice how quickly your nervous system calms down, your crazy mind that's so agitated with whatever's going on starts to get clearer, calmer. We do not need to immediately say the first thing we think and be so impulsive and confrontational, the way that unfortunately we see displayed in the media. To take a pulse when you are going to speak, to really look at how you're communicating. If you want to try, just as an experiment for the next 4 weeks, from August 8th to September 8th, before you speak in a situation that is inflamed, volatile, or stressful for you in any way, stop and pause. You can make people wait. It's not the end of the world, and you do not need to apologize. You don't have to say, I'm sorry, I need a minute. No. Take your moment. How somebody responds to you is their choice and their thing, not yours. Don't take ownership for that. Instead, in your breath, you can look down at the ground, disconnect from eye contact so that you can truly just breathe. Bring your voice down. Calming, calming. You're bringing your mind into your heart. And then, with true agency and clarity and calm, to say to that person, what you are saying to me is landing in a way that feels really unkind. And so I am going to end this conversation right now, and I will catch up with you another day. And you leave. And your words sound just like mine. I am speaking from my heart. And there's a little bit of sadness. You might notice that. Because why? I'm actually sad that this person, whoever they are, has chosen to be unkind to me today. That was their choice. And I'm going to go and reflect with humility on what led up to it. Maybe journal, take notes, sit with it before going back. The way that we choose to communicate is all about your agency, your power, and how many times in a day we can choose kindness over cruelty. You want to change the landscape of this world, that's how we do it. Truly. Okay, here we go. I am going to go down through the basics of this. I'm not going to get too far into the flying stars. I encourage you to go to the Karma Chameleon website, check the blog out if this is of interest for you. I am going to be on the road all of August into September. So if you're interested in a Feng Shui consultation with me, happy to do that and schedule that for late September. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do when the kids go back to school. All right, so again, all of the flying stars, which is an advanced system of Feng Shui, are in their home direction for this month. So we have some beautiful directions. Let's scroll down. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, the end, because I think this is just where we might need to be. The best directions for August, and this is what I'm going to do. We're just going to do this piece because I don't want to take this too long. The best directions in our homes, our offices, and our places of business are the southeast, where Southeast 3, the edge of Southeast riding the south, where our year of the snake is a really awesome, the best direction. But remember to use it without a lot of commotion or banging or disturbing, because we don't want to upset our year of the snake and have something go wrong. So we want to also not face the southeast, but put our back towards the southeast and really benefit from all the goodness that's going on in that direction. The south, also fabulous direction for being recognized, for fame, for celebrity. The southwest is also a good location. And the northwest, which is the Shui Po of 2025. That is the direction of the pig, sitting opposite the snake in the southeast. And it's interesting that both of those are great locations, really good locations. But the caveat is you've got to reap the benefits of the energy with quiet, calm, brightly lit, but not like a stage. Don't go too crazy. Brightly lit, but and used, keep it active with human interaction. But we're not playing drums here, and we're not digging a ditch here. We're not making big noise. The worst directions, the center of every home, business, and office has the 5-star, which is really unfortunate because it spider webs out, especially if you have an open concept office, home, or business. Really negative energy. It's another reason why I'm really looking forward to when open concept, the walls start coming back up, because we need that to contain chi so that we can better work with it for our advantage instead of living in a fishbowl. All right, the center, northeast, north. So bad. North, oh, it's confusing. The north, the west, not the northwest, the north and the west, two separate places, and the east. Not a good thing, but it is interesting, right? How the southeast and the northwest are really positive, but then the west and the east are like not good places. So anyway, all that to say, the worst directions, the center, the northeast, the north, the west, and the east are directions to avoid using a doorway here, using as a main bedroom, using as a main entertainment or office area or meeting place in an office. Very, very volatile. So check out the blog so you know the colors to use and the right cures and element to bring in to weaken that negative energy. Now, the year of the monkey on the world map falls across New England and going north, and then also the westernmost part of the Caribbean islands and most of South America. And since this is Yin Wood monkey, it is more specifically the bottom half of South America. So it'll be interesting to see like if Argentina or other countries there are in the news more. But that being said, we also have the year of the snake being highlighted throughout this year. And this is hitting the central and eastern parts of Africa and all the countries north of there, including Sudan, Egypt, Israel, the Gaza Strip, Turkey, Greece, Ukraine. Specific to the Yin Wood Snake is squarely on South America, Zimbabwe, parts of Mozambique, and Botswana. So it's very interesting. And some of these places we don't even see the news for, because the news is so focused on a collection of stories. But there's a lot more happening. So it might be interesting to kind of poke around and see if there are more stories happening in those parts of the world for our year of the snake. Certainly, we know Gaza, Israel, Ukraine specifically have a lot going on. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video and this reading for August. Thank you so much for being here. And again, I welcome your comments and questions. And until next time, friends, please be well.